Hey everybody, NavyDoc5184 here, and welcome to another music reaction. And today we are reacting to Pentatonix, If I Ever Fall in Love. And this is a collaboration with Jason Derulo. And this one was very highly recommended from my last Pentatonix video, the one they did with the ATs. And apparently they've done a lot more collaborations than I realized they did, because you guys have really thrown in some really interesting ones. I'm very curious to get in one, but this one was very highly recommended, so I went ahead and decided to go ahead and do this one next. So I haven't heard much Jason Derulo stuff. I may only know 2 or 3 songs of his, so this is one that I don't know, but I will say that what I have heard from him I have enjoyed, so I'm really looking forward to this collaboration. The thing that I've loved so much about Pentatonix when they do their covers is how well they're able to arrange it to where it doesn't sound like it's so far off from the original, and yet somehow it feels like it could have been an original for them, if that makes any sense. And I really love the collaborations I've seen with them, because they really do a great job in, I guess you could say, showcasing the person they're collaborating with, you know, and in a sense it's almost like they have become extra members of the group, and I love how they did that. My favorite one so far is probably still the one they did with Dolly Parton when they did Jolene. That was absolutely fantastic, and Dolly just felt like she was just such a natural fit for that group. But I even felt the same way with ATs, you know, it felt like such a natural fit, and it's amazing how they somehow managed to do this to where the collaborations just feel so natural. There are plenty of collaborations that a lot of people would probably dream of, but then it's like you get them and they're just kind of like, wow, that's nowhere near as good as I thought it would be. But I haven't gotten that sense yet with Pentatonix. Any collaborations they've done have felt like such a natural fit, and everything just fits so perfectly. So looking forward to seeing what they have to offer with this one. We will go ahead and get started. I'll leave a link to the original video in the description below. Let's go ahead and get started. Feels like it's been a while since I've had one with Avi in it.
The very first time that I saw your brown eyes, your lips said hello and I said hi. I knew right then you were the one, but I was caught up in physical attraction. But to my satisfaction, maybe you were more than just a face. And if I ever fall in love again, I will be sure that the lady is a friend. And if I ever fall in love so true, sure that the lady's just like you.
Y'all, I gotta say, I wish I knew exactly what to say, but I really don't. Probably because they've already met any expectation I had with the song. I expected Jason to get a lot of the focal point with the video. I really enjoy what they're doing with the video, the look of it and everything. I do have to admit, it is really nice to do one with Avi again. It feels like it's been forever since I've done one with him in there, and I just forgot how great he was with this group. I mean, absolutely amazing. So really good to see him again. But it's just, again, just what they're doing with it. This feels like, now I don't know if this is an original Pentatonix song and they brought Jason in to do it, or if this is them covering his song. I don't know much about the song. I will probably look it up after I get done with this, but no matter which way or what category this song falls in, I mean, again, it just feels like such a great fit. They find exactly the right way to do it, to fit the person they're collaborating with, to fit his, you know, his or her strengths, and the fact that they are able to adapt to it so easily really says everything you need to know about them as artists. The fact that they're able to adapt the way they are, I think that's the other thing. One of the things I love the most about them is the different styles that they are able to do and adapt so easily to it, and yet it feels like such a natural fit for them. These guys have got to be one of the, I don't know if I want to say one of the best groups of all time, but definitely when it comes to what they do, they're definitely up there for sure. Easy.
That's when the next time she'll be a friend. Oh yeah. If I say that I can be your one and only,
Scott is growing on me a lot too.
I just wanna be the one you need. I just wanna be the one who serves you. Sometimes I feel as if I don't deserve you. I cherish every moment that we share. The lady is a friend. If I ever fall in love so true,
Oh man, I got a thought I'm gonna save for later. Ooh, Scotty.
I will be sure that the lady's just like you.
Alright, y'all. If I Ever Fall in Love by Pentatonix featuring Jason Derulo. And again, like I said earlier, pretty much everything I really expected. I don't think there's really a whole lot I can really say about it, though. I will say this, the thought that I had earlier that I said I was going to bring up later is, Scott, that dude, I tell you what, have you ever had like that artist that you've listened to them sing, you have no idea what they look like, and you just listen to them and you kind of get this picture in your head? You don't get that with Scott. And you know what? I feel like I've said that about him before. But as I said, he is really starting to grow on me when it comes to this group. Him and Mitch. I know I've already talked about Mitch. In fact, if I recall, you guys have actually pointed out that Scott and Mitch have their own side project that they do. In fact, I think you guys have actually suggested a couple of their songs. I'll have to double check in my watch queue and see if I have any of that. If not, I really need to add some. But if you guys want to save me the work, just leave some links of some stuff of their side group. I already forgot the name of it, but definitely leave some links of some songs that you would recommend for me to either just listen to on my own time, or if you'd like to see me react to it, definitely let me know. But definitely looking forward to seeing that, because those two as a duo are really growing hard on me. I've already been, I don't know what more I can say about Mitch I haven't already, but I feel like I definitely need to start throwing some more love to Scott, because that dude, I tell you what, whew, man, oh man, oh man. I mean, what can one really say that really does justice to how good he really is? But that's the other thing about the group, is you can just look at each member and you can point out one thing or another with each member. And you have to ask yourself, would the group be the same without them? And even though I really enjoy them much, it does feel like there's a little something missing without Avi there, but not to the point that it's detrimental, which again really says probably the due diligence that the group did in terms of finding his replacement. The fact that they really, in my opinion, did not fall off that much, but there was just something special about this particular lineup, and I'm starting to remember, as I went for a while without listening to a song of theirs with Avi in it, and then going back to that, and I'm starting to see why there are so many people that talk about how it feels like that there's just a little something missing. Again, not enough that would really be a detriment to the group, but I do understand now what those people were saying, because having gone back and listened to this with him in it, I get it now. I get it, and I fully understand it. And I'm the type where I won't argue one way or another whether one person is better than the other, because like I said, there's just something about this particular lineup that feels great, but the current lineup is still just as great, really. I would probably go with the original lineup here, maybe just a tad more. The best comparison I could think of is the Temptations. Like, everybody remembers the Temptations when David Ruffin was, the lead on there. But then when David left and he got replaced with Dennis Edwards, there was definitely something that changed within the group. It didn't feel quite the same, but it was still just as good. That's probably about the same comparison I could make with that in explaining how I feel about Pentatonix. Because even though Avi left, was replaced, it doesn't feel like they really fell off. Though a lot of people, when they think of Pentatonix, especially if they're a casual listener, they probably think of this particular lineup, which I don't see anything wrong with that. But there's definitely nothing about the current lineup that I would say is any less great than this. But man, this was such a good collaboration. I wonder if they did another one with Jason Derulo, because that was a good mix right there. I know one I'm really looking forward to that I might do next one is one of the collaborations they did with Lindsey Sterling. That one, I'm not gonna lie, that collaboration has me excited to react to, so I can't wait to get to that one. I might make that my next Pentatonix reaction. We shall see. But in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and leave it at that. I thank you guys for stopping by. Hope you all enjoyed the reaction. Again, anything you'd like to see me react to in regards to Pentatonix or Scott and Mitch's side project, definitely leave links in the comments below, and I'll put them in my watch queue if they're not there already, and I will catch y'all down the road.